Hey, y'all. I got a new toy. Look at there. I'm getting cereal about it. No. But it looked like something I could do to improve the quality of my videos for everybody. So let's see how it goes. Um, One of the things I would like to update you on is overall health. Well, the good news first, like my glasses. Anyway, um, the good news is I just had my blood pressure checked at the doctor's office. Guess what it was? 120 over 80. Not bad, right? White coat syndrome and all that. That's the good news. Because you're probably thinking, well, why'd you go there? Well, if you've been following me, you know one of the reasons that got me onto keto is the GOUTCH. Third flare up. And let's see if I can do this. You see this? Now see if I can do this. Do you see the difference? Yeah. Pain. And I like to sit Indian style. Almost 50 years old, I haven't grown out of it. So, they tell you on the keto that it could flare it up. But I think I do know at this point in time, at least one trigger of mine, which people are like, duh, they tell you all the time with gout, right? Superman. That ground beef trigger, right? Well, I didn't figure it out. But I mean, the first in this tri-series of gout attacks was that I started eating hamburgers. Again, I haven't been into hamburgers for a long time. But, you know, they have these apps for the local fast food places. And so I was like, ooh, I can get a burger real cheap. Maybe even free. Well, somewhat free. So I started doing that more and more. A lot more than I had done in years. And just trying to get comfortable, y'all. Because it hurts. And what was I thinking? So I was eating more burgers, eating more fast food. Fast food, yeah. But it was specifically ground beef. So bam, got my first attack. I blamed it on fast food, but I hadn't, you know, narrowed it down. So on my quest to figure out how to get rid of the gout as quickly as possible, as anybody that knows or that has had gout, you know it hurts. I mean, usually it's in the toe. I'm using my non-hurting. Usually in the toe, I got it in the toe at first. You can shift your weight and this and that to other. It's not as bad. And yes, I can say that because experience. Toe is not weight bearing. Ankle is weight bearing. Knee, hip, I can't even imagine. You know, right now it's just at the ankle, just at. The last time I had gout, it went from my ankle to my big toe. Luckily, that hasn't happened yet. Hopefully it won't. But where was I? So, yeah. So then I got into the keto diet, and wonderful things were happening. Blood pressure coming down. lots of delicious food, yada, yada, yada. One of the key things that I was really doing well with was the what was the Wendy's thing, the Baconator thing. Well, I made my Baconator with crisp up bacon, crunched up, and I put the pieces into my ground beef, and then I made the burger out of that. Delicious, y'all. Throw a slice of cheese on that. Delicious. And then that's also when, and you'll see it in my playlist, it's delicious too. And some of my friends got to taste what it tastes like. Was the keto lasagna. And I made mine with turkey. I meant to get chicken, but I actually got turkey for the noodles. Delicious stuff. But what does lasagna have in it usually? Ground beef. So I hadn't put 2 and 2 together yet. My second attack at the gout was, that. So that's the third one, right? Because I'm still plateauing, y'all. I haven't lost anything. I'm up 2 pounds one day. I'm back down to a half a pound away from my lowest weight the other day. It's really frustrating. I'm really frustrated. And then on top of that, the GOUTCH has got me again. So, anyway, besides that, third time's a charm. And as I told you guys, one of my things that I do is karaoke. I know that kind of sucked. But anyway, I had a gig. And I couldn't miss the gig. So I had to go into the doctor's office because I was doing good with Motrin. I mean, the pain level, it's bad, but I can tolerate it. Now, I'll get to that in a second. But I had to be able to make sure it was tolerable or better than tolerable because, you know, it was a gig. And the show must go on, right? So, yeah. I went on down and got my what is this? The steroid. Not Percocet. Where's my glasses? I did the Superman. There it is. My prednisone. And yeah, so I took 1 dose of that. And I asked my physician, I said, this isn't like an antibiotic or what have you. I don't have to take it, you know, the full dose and not worry about stopping it. He was like, no. So I'm like, okay, that's what I'm going to do because the pain level is not as bad as the last time. So I think the diet is working. I don't want to clog up my kidneys and liver with trying to get rid of that stuff when, you know, it's got other things to worry about. So anyway, I took it for that night. Went well that night. I even had some toddies. And guess what? I found out that because I'm a whiskey drinker, it didn't affect it. It didn't make it any worse. Didn't make it any better. But the ground beef, yeah. I mean, I can line it up because when I look back through my, and that's why it's a good thing that my keto tracker, that's where I saw that because I was upset. I'm like, I didn't have any alcohol. I didn't have any, you know, I had greens, had lots of greens, leafy greens and what have you. I did, you know, basically as far as I remembered, a vegetarian type keto. I didn't have much meat in there, if at all. And then I decided to really go back and look. That's what y'all, my keto lasagna with the ground beef. That was the first step in this happening. And then at its apogee, yeah, I had another slice because I did my, what was it? My homemade chicken broth. Chicken broth. It's supposed to be good, right? It's a white meat, not a red. And it doesn't even have meat in it. But I didn't get satiated because I did, I think, like a 15-hour fast. And so when I got done with it, I was hungry. And so once I got done with it, I was like, oh, the broth is good and everything, but I need more. And so I had a nice 100-gram ounce of keto lasagna. And then the GOUTCH really took hold. So, like I said, it's not my fault I'm stupid, right? Yeah, I guess it is. People have been telling me, yeah, that's a red meat, right? No red meats. I didn't think that applied to me. You never think it applies to you. I mean, besides, there's a couple of doctors, and I have them in my playlist, I believe. I believe at one point in time, one said, yeah, the meat is not what caused the gout. It has the purines. The purines are a factor in it. So I was like, ooh, I heard what I wanted to hear. But as I analyzed it more, that insulin resistance thing, that means there's parts of my body that aren't working at the efficiency they should be, which is kind of scary. It is scary. So hopefully we can get that working, and then those things shouldn't bother me anymore. I shouldn't be getting the gout. But at this point in time, facts are probably that insulin resistant. It would explain why I'm not losing weight right now. Part of it anyway. The other part is my body's figured out what I'm doing. Like, oh, you're trying to lose weight. Your body doesn't want to lose weight, you know. It wants to survive, so it wants to take in all the nutrients and what have you. Unless it's, you know, satisfied that it doesn't have to starve, then it's going to keep what it gets. And I've been fasting, not exactly on purpose. It's just I haven't been hungry, which is a sign of possibly eating too many fats. I thought it would be easier, but the first 10 pounds is the easy part, right? Now it's actually losing stuff. So hopefully I'll figure this out. But anyway, to the people with gout, and I'll do it. It's that important. I can verify, yeah, I am a sufferer. And that's why I'm doing this. I don't want to take the drugs that I have. I want to figure out what exactly is holding me back. So it's worth a little pain. Anyway, where are we at? I know I've gone long, haven't I? Ooh, yeah, almost 15 minutes. Sorry about that, y'all. Take care. God bless.